Country, Scotland. What like is it? It's a pay bog. It's a dark forest. It's a golden or lie, a soapin or a coal mine. If you get lucky, it's a bonny blackberry meadow or a park. Or maybe it's a field of stains. It's a tenement or a merchant's hall. It's a house or a hamburger, Princess Street or Paris Market. It's a feast for fish or a pickle oatmeal. It's a Queen's banquet or roast meats and junkets. It depends. It depends. I don't know what like your Scotland is. Here's mine's. National flower, the thistle. National pastime, nostalgia. National weather, smirha, drizzle snap. National bird, the crow, the corbeau, le corbeau, la corbeille, moi. How me? Voice like a chuck laugh, right back Auburn in my black duds, or elbows and ankles, and broken oxter feathers. That be the air in my executioner's hood. No bro, but I think I have sort of black glamour. My nest is a regular sticks. I live on lamb's eyes and road accidents. I see, after a battle, man, it's a pure feast. In lean years of peace, my belly sings, my throat's been cut. Once upon a time, there were two queens on the one Green Island, and the one Green Island was split into two kingdoms, but not equal kingdoms. For the northern kingdom was cold and smart, and the people were low-statured and ignorant and feared of their lords and poor. They were starving, and their queen was beautiful and tall and fair and friendship. The other kingdom in the island was large and prosperous, with wheat and barley, and at the mouth of the greatest river, a great port, a glistening city that sucked all wealth into its center, which was a palace and court of a queen. She was a cousin, a clever cousin, a wee bit older and maybe not so broad as the other queen, but a queen nevertheless. A queen of a country with an army and navy and dominion over many lands. Two queens, one Green Island, and ambassadors and courtiers came from many
and from His Majesty King Philip of Spain, whose hand in marriage...
King Philip of Spain? Her bloody dead sister's widower. We think not, Cecil.
I hate the Spanish bastards.
Well, at least he's no bloody French.
A king? We don't think we could marry a king.
Pray accept this jeweled miniature with a portrait by our esteemed Linda Sanchez Cuello of Don Carlos of Spain, whose bride.
King of Spain's son, Don Carlos? A Catholic?
A Catholic? Well, we can't have that.
Well, at least he's no French.
On the other hand, Cecil, do try to keep the ambassador dangling. Do daggle the odd dummy promise, lest Philip of Spain should get a nibble elsewhere. At least he's a good Catholic, although he is not a king in his own right. I cannot allow her to make any Catholic match in Europe.
Félicitations. Madame la plus belle reine, Marie d'Écosse from Catherine de Medici, la reine de France, mère de roi Charles, wishes you should consider her son, Henri de Valois.
Henri de Valois?
I'd rather Spain or bloody France.
Our own wee little Charlie's brother? But he's no more than 13 years old. How could my belle mère think of it?
Pickering. 10 to 1. It's Pickering for the King of England.
Pickering? Never.
We don't think we could marry a subject.
I know what subject she'd have.
He had a wife already.
What think you of the King of Denmark?
From the King of Sweden, on behalf of his son, Eric.
The Queen should marry a Hamilton.
No, she shouldn't. She should marry a Douglas.
A Gordon.
And God, she better know.
Who says you know?
Well, I do.
A Lennox Stewart, that's who she should marry.
Ormade.
If we, the Queen, were to follow our own nature's inclination, it would be this. We would rather be a beggarwoman and single than a queen and married.
Archduke Ferdinand of Austria.
Archduke Charles of Austria.
Archduke Ferdinand of Austria.
Archduke Charles of Austria.
Methinks they do try to play me and my Scotch cousin off against each other. We must make the Emperor of Austria sure that Charlie or Ferdy will lend him the fat son of England until it is too late for him to know the skinny brown trout of Scotland.
Don Carlos of Spain.
Aye, judging from his likeness, he looks very bored. I hope I better tell her the truth. Aye, he looks very comely. He would make the most politic mariage. That should she marry Don Carlos of Spain or make any other powerful Catholic match in Europe, then we shall be forced to regard her as our enemy. We shall never recognize her or her progeny as heirs to the throne of England.
Your Majesty, Queen Mary has been despairing of pleasing you by her choice of marriage, or by you ever granting her the right of succession.
Despair, such an unqueenly emotion. Methinks she doth give up hope too easily. Although it might be thought that to ask a monarch to name her own successor were to ask her to embroider her own winding machine.
I hear Don Carlos is not there.
Neither was the first one, the Frenchie.
Nah, with him it was his boss never dropped. This yin is a pair stuttering, slavering, wagon Buffy's dafty. That takes black earth, and that they had China when the moon's out, and even the scullery boys are now safe.
Do not really wish to marry. I have said so. I hope to have children. Otherwise, I shall never marry.
Oh, I wish Elizabeth was a man, and I would willingly marry her. Wouldn't that make an end to all debates?
She isn't it? Nah, she isn't. There are twins on one island, both of the one language, more or less. Both young, more or less. Both more or less beautiful. Each the other's nearest kinswoman on earth. And both twins. Cool, cool, cool. Anna Queen has an army of ladies and maids that she just snaps her fingers to summon. And yet, I ask you, when's a queen and when's a queen just a woman? Bessie, do you think she'll meet me?
Your Majesty, she'll meet with you face to face at your Enricht. You can talk together. It all be solitude. If you have all the courtiers and politicians in a while.
She shall never meet you face to face. They say she wears my portrait that I sent her in that wee jewel case falling from her garden. And she sent me an emerald. Oh, aye? Maytime, and it's cold. Enough to give me a chair de poule. Oh, I do not think I'll ever understand this country of mine.
The doctor says we have to make sure you do not get all melancholic, Your Majesty.
Oh, more than 3 years. Me and the mare zooped on deck, chittering in our fine French frocks, peering through the air for a glimpse of my kingdom. 3 years, and I haven't seen it yet.
No, you haven't made too many progresses through the length and breadth of the land.
My kingdom, alternately boring and brutal, and I can't make sense of it at all.
It's no better. It's your sir side. The doctor says we have to give you duck eggs whisked up in wine to keep the mist of your melancholia away.
Oh, it's done nothing, Bessie. The Queen, and I have no power to make my country flourish. I want to marry, Bessie. I want to marry and begin my reign at last.
In good time, madam. A good man in good time.
Aye, you're a good man. She'll give him a good time.
Marian, what do they say she's like?
I don't know, madam.
Is she fairer than me? What do they say?
They say she's the fairest queen in Scotland, and you are the fairest queen in England.
And how do you know this?
Because I heard you ask her envoy, Melville.
And what did he say when I pressed him?
That you were the whiter, the queen very lusome.
And who's the high?
She is.
And she's too high.
You told him.
What are her other amusements?
She writes poems, apparently.
Poems. In English?
In French. And in Scots.
What else?
She plays on the lute and the virginal.
Does she play well?
Tolerably well for a queen.
Does she dance?
She dances, though not so high or so disposedly as you, Your Majesty. Madam, you know I love you well.
Yes, Marian. Like all good subjects, I hope.
Then I beg you, marry the Earl of Leicester, for there's such a scandal, a babble getting louder and louder all the time.
They say what, Marian?
Madam, I think you know right well.
imagine what they would say about us.
Only that you behave together as if you were married already.
I have always said I shall marry if I marry as queen and not as Elizabeth. You think because my subjects love me as their queen they will have me marry where I will?
Madam, I know so. Marry my Lord Leicester and live in happiness, that England shall be a peaceable kingdom.
When a queen would bad, attack a man too bad. She only does what animates one's chancy. So don't argue the toss. Just show them who's boss. You're the queen, so marry who you fancy.
Robert Dudley, my darling. Lord Leicester, my love.
Aye, in England, there's a wild, fluttering love that the sacred darkness nourishes. But in Scotland, in the bright daylight, the dark bloom of hatred flourishes.
I, John Knox, do preach the evangel of Jesus Christ crucified by repentance and faith, and justification by faith alone. Moved by me God, and in humble obedience to him who is upon us all, I have been commanded to blow the first blast of the trumpet against the monstrous regiment of women, an abomination against nature before God.
John Knox, more than 3 years have I borne with you. Oh, your rigorous manners of speaking good, both against myself and my French uncles. And yet, I have sought your favour by all possible means.
When it shall please God to deliver you from that bondage of darkness and error into the one true faith, your majesty shall find liberty of my tongue as a soothing balm unto you.
But what are ye to do with my marriage? What are ye in this commonwealth?
A subject, born within the same. It is my duty no less to forewarn of what I foresee hurt in it. And kin the nobility should consent, you marry your only husband who is not of the one true faith, then they do as muckle as lies within their power to renounce Christ, betray the freedom of the realm, and in the end, to do small comfort to yourself.
Garby says, by the bones of your beloved mother, you must destroy this man. Knox, Knox as black as night. Knox like all the bitter poisons. Knox like 3 fearful chaps at the door, the dinger doon. Knox that lead the rebels. Knox that break your mother's heart, and Knox that laugh when she did die. Hark at him. The good Lord says, and I agree with him. Hark, hark, hark.
Master Knox, I see in ye yin who is convinced he be moved by the love of God, but is in truth fired rather by the hatred of mankind.
Hark, I tell him.
There is in Ebenezer, madam, who is the best judge, the only.
You raise the part of this nation, my subjects against my mother and against myself, their prince anointed by God. You have written a treasonous treatise of a book against my just authority. You have been the cause of great sedition and even greater slaughter in England.
By the richt worshipping of God, men learn from their hearts to obey their just princes.
And do you think I have nay just authority?
Madam, if the people of this realm find no inconvenience in the regiment of women, then that which they approve I shall not further disallow.
Except within your own heart and breast.
My heart is God's, but I shall be as well to live under ye, as Paul was to live under Nero. Madam, open your heart to God's truth.
And you will bid my subjects obey me?
I will.
Then they shall obey you, not me, their lawful prince.
I believe what God plainly speaks in his word. And I had to toll your salt ears rather than I betray my God or nation by my silence.
Yet will I, in my realm and in my heart, silently defend the Kirk of Rome.
I will marry who I please. Ye will grant me good tolerance, as I have granted you and your reformed kirk.
Your Majesty, I shall never be seduced by the siren song of toleration. I fear you didn't understand the country you're a queen.
Nevertheless, I will marry who I please.
I pray God grant you wisdom of Deborah among the Israelites.
Then you want to gag, Master Knox. You had to embrace his cold kirk.
And is there any comfort in this kirk?
Aye, cold comfort. But there are those who say it all the better since the climate.
I will marry who I can love.
In the name of the wee man, in the name of the faith, the sun, the power and the glory. I wish to Christ I could tell you a different story.
Corridors.
I was all alone, and a crown rolling.
Hot milk and honey. I will marry him. No, madam.
I told him, I said, Lester, if I married you, and we lay down together as king and queen,